guys, welcome back to my channel. Dilly Miranda here. Thank you for stopping by. So today's video is my big announcement video. If you have watched my videos recently, I keep talking about like there's a big life update or a big change coming, and to look out for that, well, this is what you've been looking out for. So as you guys already know, I am pregnant, so that's a big like life change, going from 2 to 3 kids. And to add to just making the adjustment and being pregnant and everything like that, there has been one more change that is about to come, and that is we are moving. And you're probably like, oh, are you buying a house? No. We are moving back to Florida. And before you're like, didn't you just come from Florida? Yes, we came from Miami. And I'm trying to figure out the best way to like say it all. Okay, so we're moving back to Orlando, which is where I lived. We moved to Orlando from South Florida back in 2013. That's where I met my husband. That's where I had my first son, Adam. And we lived there for I think like 5 years. And then we made the decision to move to Georgia. Back last year, about almost a year ago, back June of last year, we moved to Miami, so back to South Florida. And that was due to some family things. While there, we were not happy in South Florida and made the decision to move back up north, which is why we ended up here. And I'm sorry guys, if you see me looking down, I have my notes of what I want to discuss in this video. So the reason why we moved to North Carolina, plus just because we made the decision so suddenly to move to South Florida. We had discussed moving back to Orlando, but due to the family issues, my grandmother not being well, we thought it'd be better to be closer, and just because we were really worried about how much time we had left, and it was just a whole thing. So we very quickly made the decision to move to Miami, and just it was not for us. So we decided to come back up north because I really wanted to experience somewhere that was snow, and I loved the fall season, and it just so miserable in South Florida that I felt like I regretted leaving up north. So we came up here, and I can say it is beautiful here, and we got to experience snow, like actual snow. Like it snowed once in Georgia, like actual snowed where it hit the ground, but like here it has snowed like big time. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but you can see here, like it snowed. We got to like experience it. But after like weighing all our things, being here, experiencing the snow, and as beautiful and amazing as it is, I'm kind of a Florida girl, and so was my mom, and we were all kind of like, oh, like driving a rainstorm, sure, hurricane coming, absolutely, but this snowstorm was like a whole other ballpark. And yeah, if we stay here long enough, we'd get used to it. But the thing is, with a new baby coming and everything, we have family there. My husband's brothers just moved to Florida, so it's just kind of like, after weighing all our options, and we did pros and cons, and we really like, okay, do we want to buy a house here, or do we want to just go back to Orlando? We loved Orlando, and the only reason we left Orlando is because we wanted to experience something new. And after doing our pros and cons, we decided Orlando is just what's best for our family. And I'm really excited. My parents are moving back also. My mom was, they did their own pros and cons, and, of course they want to stay close to the kids and everything. And they have their own reasons outside of that as well. So at the end of the day, like, we got to do what's best with us. And so we were really excited. So like I said, like, I don't know if you noticed like my hesitance in past videos. The only thing that like has me hesitant, not even hesitant, like just like, oh my God, it's just because I am pregnant. And my main thing was like, okay, I want to do this before the baby comes, because moving with a newborn and trying to do all that is going to stress me out. And although of course sorry, I'm losing circulation in my feet, guys. Okay. Sorry. Just so you guys can see a little better. Okay. So of course course, moving pregnant has its own stresses, which is something I've been dealing with, like trying to make sure I have my insurance all settled and that I find the doctor that I want to be with and all that. So that has been stressing me out also, but I prefer those stresses versus the stresses of doing it with a newborn. So luckily, like I said, I had my first son in Orlando, so I'm hoping to be able to go back to that one as soon as I figure out like everything with my insurance. But yeah, so I've been doing that, and guys, we're 2 weeks out and we're moving. So I don't know if you noticed in my day in my life video, you could see boxes. So I was like, at first I was like, oh, I don't want to show the boxes, but I'm like, they don't know that we're moving back to Florida, so it doesn't matter. Even if they guess that the big announcement is we're moving, they won't guess that it's moving back to Florida. So yeah, we've been in like full like packing and getting everything settled. We have our place over there and everything like that. So we are, as I'm filming this video, we're like 2 weeks out. We're moving like mid-April. So I wanted to share what to expect with this big announcement. So very exciting, obviously. Another moving vlog. I just filmed a pack with me that I'm gonna share with you guys, and to show you guys like a little bit of the prep of what the road trip is gonna be like, and doing another actual like the moving day vlog and another house tour, obviously. And then when we're there, there's so much content. I mean, not to mention the Disney content that I might be able to bring to you guys. So just, there's so much more stuff that's going to be able to come with this move, on top of, like I said, all the new content with having 3 kids, making the transition from 2 to 3 kids. So there's so much to look out for, and I'm really excited. Big move, of course. Moving anytime is stressful, even whether it's down the road or to another state. And then being pregnant is stressful, and then to do it while I move, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a couple of, you know, stressful days, but we're pulling through. And yeah, guys, it's just, that's it. That's the big announcement. That's the big thing to get ready for. Let me see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I expressed my feelings and what to expect, and the big announcement itself. So yeah, guys, if you're going through a big move, leave a comment down below letting me know where you're like, where you are now and where you're moving to, if you're doing this too, and if you're pregnant. If you're in the Orlando area, leave a comment down below, you know, little woot woot. Yeah, so I'm excited, guys. This is gonna be an exciting thing. Adam doesn't remember Orlando, so it'll be cool to take him to some places that we used to go to, and then take the kids to Disney and get the annual passes and do all the fun stuff, and go back to, like, honestly, it's like as silly as this may be. Sorry guys, I'm out of breath. Going back to like restaurants that we used to go to. There's so many restaurants where we're like, oh yes, we get to go back to this one, and we get to go back to that one, and we get to go back to this one. We're big food people. So going back to like restaurants that we love, and just going back to the plaza that we used to shop at. Like all those little things we're really excited about. And so we're getting an apartment, and then we want to try to buy a house. We just don't know what area we want to buy in just yet. If we want to stay, because we're moving back to the area that we like left from. So we're moving back to that area. So we were just trying to figure out if we want to stay in that area, or if we want to like maybe go a little bit more in the outskirts, but it'll still be the Orlando area, just whether it's going to be like where we are or a little bit further out. But yeah, guys, exciting news, and I'm excited to take you guys on this journey of, you know, this move and what will come with it and all that fun stuff. Oh, and I'm really excited to be delivering at the hospital where I had my son, like my first son. The hospital that I had my first son, it was like a resort. Like when I had my like when I had my other son, Andy, like when I had my second son, that hospital experience, and I don't know if I could be judging just based on the fact that it was in the middle of COVID, like in the middle of that whole thing, and that's why maybe the experience wasn't as great. But the first, like, they're known, this hospital that I'm gonna be hopefully delivering at, it's like a resort. It was really nice. They had like massages, and they had like nap hour where they would turn the lights off and all the floor, and they would just bring you smoothies. It was an overall like amazing experience, and I'm like hoping that I get to deliver there again. So fingers crossed. And yeah, so I'm so excited. This is really exciting, and I hope you guys join me on this journey of moving to Orlando and what will come with it. So alrighty guys, until next time, stay stress free. Bye.